Shay, y'all.
All right. Happy Saturday. I first want to say thank you, George, for allowing me to have this opportunity to talk not only about myself, but to meet other entrepreneurs here and to network. So I'm just grateful and blessed to be here to be able, this is my first speaking engagement, to just give myself the opportunity to share what I have, the services that I have, and being able to change the world with one face at a time, okay? So a little bit about myself. My name is Shay Marie. I'm originally from St. Louis, Missouri, and I moved here, STL, and I moved here to Dallas 2019. So it's been 2 years now. I love it, and it's been a journey. Outside of my entrepreneur, I am a registered dental hygienist. I've been that for 4 years now. I graduated with my bachelor's in dental hygiene at University of Missouri, Kansas City in 2017. And so originally I'm an educator. I love to educate about oral health. I love to talk and help people with dental anxiety. So those are one of the areas that I actually coach. That's one of my services that I provide to my patients as well as people that are not my patients. When it comes to little ones, I have people that are very afraid of the dentist, especially those toddlers and sometimes teenagers that are just not familiar with the dental office. So I help parents basically introduce the dental office at home, so then when they come to the office, they actually are a little more comfortable and understand at least how everything is going in the office. The entrepreneur aspect of myself. Let's see, I started this February of 2020. By degree, like I said, I'm a dental hygienist. I love what I do, but there was something missing in my life. I wanted to have my own schedule, but I didn't know what it was going to be in. Working 9 to 5s all the time was stressful. Even though I was helping my patients, it was still something that was missing in my life. I was still coming home tired, and I still wasn't happy with the way I was living. So 2020, I was introduced to the foreign exchange market that showed me the first aspect of how money can be made without actually working for it. That changed my life in 2020. Even though the pandemic hit, I actually walked away from my full-time job in 9 months after introducing myself to that. In 2020, I went through a very, very bad breakup. It took me to a point of my life where I was just completely down. I lost everything. I lost myself. And I had to figure out what I was going to do in order to get myself back on my feet. In the pandemic, I only had myself and God. I don't know what your faith is, but God is now my strength in everything that I do in my life. I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't even want to go back to work. I lost my self-confidence. I lost everything. And so in the midst of that, I was with myself and I was with God, and God said, you have a passion for people. You love helping people. Even in your education, you love to help people. But I didn't know what I was going to be doing outside of dental hygiene. So fast forward, I started to start a vlog about how to inspire women to be okay with who they are. Despite relationships, despite breakups, still love who you are and be okay with that. And that if things happen in life, obstacles happen in life, keep pushing forward. And I didn't realize that I was actually not confident in myself for 30 years. I was not. But at 2020, when I had that instance with me and God, I understood that, Shay, you don't love yourself. You have to love yourself in order to help other people. And that's why you can't find the passion yet, because you need to work on you first. So I started to read. I started to get myself in the mind of how can I gain this confidence. I started affirmations. I have a book that is now coming out. It should be published in a couple of months called Manifest Your Life with Affirmations. That was started how I am today. As you can see, I'm very confident. I smile with confidence. And I'm very powerful as a young Black woman. But it all started with affirming myself, affirming who I am and what I want in my life, and manifesting it. Speaking it, believing it, and then putting in the work to actually go forward to it and bringing it into my life. In the midst of that, I also started an inspirational brand of apparel and accessories called The I Am Entrepreneur. My tagline to that is that you are whatever you say you are. It begins with the words I am. And because that started how I am now, that because that's what I did to myself every single day in that mirror, telling myself what I want, how I want it, and how I see my life, that's where I am today. And so I started this brand to inspire not only women, but people, whether it's your life, whether it's your marriage, whether it's your family, whether it's your business, inspire people to continue to move forward and continue to go after whatever it is that you want, because we are all limitless. We do not have any limitations in our life and what we want in our life. Lastly, the other things that I coach in is I coach in the foreign exchange market. So I have an online course that I first started. It's been amazing. It's the first 8 weeks that just now finished, where I teach students about the basics of Forex, about the basics of just terminology, platforms, and how to trade in the foreign exchange market. Outside of that, like I said, I also teach in the oral healthcare field, and I teach about dental anxiety, helping patients live or overcome their dental anxiety. And then I have this whole life coach type aspect where I'm teaching people in personal development how to deal with certain things when it comes to emotional pain, which a lot of us deal with and have never overcome. How to deal with it, how to live with it, how to push through, as well as the other 5 areas of personal development. So George, I thank you so much. I thank you so much for allowing me to be here, this opportunity to share my knowledge, share everything that I have going on. My name is Shay Marie. I have information, I believe I have some information over there, but I have business cards and I also have postcards with everything that I have going on, all right?
Shay,
Thank you.
this is from me. I appreciate
thank
it.
you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, George.
I appreciate you. All right, thank you. Now,